Very good morning, friends. I am Dr. Shamsundar Lokhande, Master of Public Health Nutrition. Today I am going to present vitamin K. After completing this lecture, learner will able to discovery of vitamin K, structure of vitamin K, types of vitamin K, absorption and storage of vitamin K, biochemical functions of vitamin K cycle, sources of vitamin K, daily reference intake, hypervitaminosis, and antagonist. Now let us see vitamin K. It is also known as hyaluroquinone. It is a fat-soluble vitamin, blood clotting factor. Vitamin K, K stands for coagulation in German. Deficiency is rare. It is heat-stable vitamin. Now let us see discovery of vitamin K. In 1929 by Heinrich Dahn discovered a factor along with cholesterol in food, denying which lead to hemorrhage and bleeding in chickens. Isolated in 1939 from alpha leaves. In 1939, Edward Dawsey isolated vitamin K2. He awarded Nobel Prize in 1943. Now let us see structure of vitamin K. This is the structure of vitamin K. 2-methyl-1,4-naphthaquinone derivatives contains methylated naphthaquinone ring and aliphatic side chain. Denotes a group of lyophilic and hydrophobic vitamins. Now let us see types of vitamin K. 3 forms: 2 natural phylloquinone and menaquinone and 1 synthetic, that is menadiene vitamin K3. Phylloquinone and menaquinone difference is phylloquinone is also known as vitamin K1 and menaquinone is known as vitamin K2. In phylloquinone, leaves of green plants, and in menaquinone by intestinal bacteria. In phylloquinone has 20 carbon phytyl side chain and in menaquinone has 30 carbon isoprenoid residues. In phylloquinone, deficiency is rare, and in menaquinone, deficiency occurs when intestines are extremely damaged. Now let us see absorption and storage of vitamin K. Absorption from intestine along with chylomicrons and dependent upon bile salts. It is transported along with LDL, that is low density lipoprotein, in plasma. It is stored mainly in liver and other tissues. Now let us see biochemical functions of vitamin K. Necessary for post-transitional modification of coagulation factors 2, 7, 9 and 10 by gamma carboxylation of glutamate residue. Required for carboxylation of osteocalcin, helps to bone retain calcium, and believed to involve in electron transport chain and oxidative phosphorylation. Structurally related to ubiquinone. This is a vitamin K cycle. I am showing on the screen, and the sources of vitamin K. Sources of vitamin K: hyaluronidase. Vitamin K1 is the major dietary form of vitamin K. Vitamin K is found in leafy green vegetables such as spinach, lettuce. Brassica vegetables such as cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, wheat grain, organ meat, and cereals. Fruits such as avocado, kiwi fruit, and bananas. Meat, cow's milk, other dairy products like milk, buttermilk, eggs, soybean, other soya products. Vitamin K2 is found in chicken, eggs, yolk, butter, cow milk, cow liver, most cheese, and fermented soybean products. It is also found in some of the types of mayonnaise. Now let us see dietary reference intake of vitamin K. This is age-wise dietary reference intake. Now first 0 to 6 months, dose in microgram per day. It is 5 micrograms per day. In 7 to 12 months, 10 micrograms per day. In 1 to 3 years, 15 micrograms per day. In 4 to 6 years, 20 micrograms per day. In 7 to 9 years, 25 micrograms per day. In adolescent, that is 35 to 55 micrograms per day. In adult male, that is 65 micrograms per day. In adult female, that is 55 micrograms per day. In pregnancy and lactation, that is 55 micrograms per day. It is adequately synthesized in gut. However, half of the body requirement is provided in diet. Suggested RDA for an adult is 50 to 100 micrograms per day. Soon after birth, all infants are should receive a single intramuscular dose of vitamin K preparation. 0.1 to 0.2 milligrams of menadione and sodium biphosphate or 0.5 milligrams of vitamin K1 by way of prophylaxis. In elder people, vitamin K supplementation given to minimize calcium loss from bone. Now let us see deficiency of disease. These are the images showing on the screen. Deficiency of vitamin K. 3 babies admitted with brain hemorrhage on the same day at the National Institute of Pediatrics. A 50 cent vitamin injection given at the birth would have prevented this condition. Now let us see classification of vitamin K deficiency bleeding of the newborn. This is table. In early vitamin K deficiency bleeding, that is 0 to 24 hours time. Common bleeding sites are cephalohematoma, intracranial and intrathoracic intra-abdominal, and maternal drugs a frequent cause, that is warfarin anticonvulsant. In classic vitamin K deficiency bleeding, that is 1 to 7 days. Its common bleeding site is gastrointestinal skin and nasal circumcision, and commences mainly idiopathic and maternal drugs. In late vitamin K deficiency bleeding, 1 to 12 years with the common site of bleeding is intracranial skin and gastrointestinal. The comments are mainly idiopathic, may be presenting feature of underlying disease, that is cystic fibrosis, A1 antitrypsin deficiency, biliary atresia, some degree of cholestasis often present. Now let us see deficiency of vitamin K may occur due to sterile gut, newborn infant, faulty absorption, lack of bile salt, loss of vitamin K in feces due to diarrheal diseases, administration of antibiotics, killing of intestinal flora characterized by lack of active prothrombin in circulation. Individual bleed profusely even for minor injuries. Clotting time increase. Now, toxicity of vitamin K is hypervitaminosis. Administration of large dose of menadione produces hemolytic anemia, hyperbilirubinemia, and kernicterus, and brain damage, particularly in infants. Toxic effects of because is increased by breakdown of RBC. Now antagonists: heparin, bihydroxy, coumarin, and salicylates and dicumarol. Dicumarol is structurally related competitive inhibitor of synthesis of active prothrombin. These are the antagonistic of vitamin K. These are heparin, dicumarol. Thank you.